Can I tell you this? Your current level, no matter what level you are, is somebody's prayer point. Let me repeat it. Your current level, spiritually, economically, etc., is somebody's prayer point. Do not take your eyes away from what God has done, and then you look at the things he has not done and you begin to nag and complain and get angry. One more time, say thank you, Jesus.
My name is Asitonka Agri Abba, and channel is called Asi Darling because I'm such a darling. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Trevor Asi Darling. Thank you guys so much for clicking once again. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And to all my OGs, you know what to do. Comment down below, let me know, gang. Now, this particular video, I said I've been owing you guys this video for a while, but see, have mercy, because today we're going to be talking about how to use the basics, the 101, okay, how to use public transportation in GTA. Okay, so I'm in Toronto, Canada, and I'm going to be talking about GTA. Understand that when it comes to public transportation, different areas you're going to land in Canada have different transport systems. So the one I'm going to be talking about is the one that applies to Toronto, the GTA region mainly, okay, because I stay around GTA. I don't stay in downtown core, but I always go there once in a while for jobs and all of that. So I'm going to be talking about all of that, okay. So first of all, we have three major transport systems in Toronto GTA region. We have the TTC, which is of course the Toronto transport. Then we have YRT, which is York, and we have Go. Now, to break it down in Nigerian level, TTC, in my own experience, TTC is like a long, you know, when you want to enter a long bus, it's TTC. Because from here to here, they'll stop. From here to here, they'll stop. From here to here, it's TTC. When you want to enter TTC now, just think of it as along. So sometimes, if you want to go to a certain region or you want to go to a certain place, you can see 30 stops. You have 30 stops between point A to point B. Doesn't mean that the place is too far. It just means like the stops are plenty. YRT buses, there are two types of YRT. We have the color ones, the Viva Purple, Viva Blue, Viva Orange. I think, yeah, purple, blue, and orange. It depends on the areas it's going to, whether New Market, whether it's going to Cornell, Bus Terminal, Finch, and the rest. And then we have the regular Viva buses that are a bit smaller. I'm going to be telling you the difference between the two, just giving you like an idea. The third one is the Go bus. Those are double-decker buses. They have ones that are not double-decker, but those buses are like GIG. Then they go long distance. All those long distance buses. They have stops here, but it's not as frequent as either of the other two. Okay, so now that you have like a basic understanding, let's start from the beginning. Now you've come in. Remember my first day one video. If you go scroll down to my channel, you see my day one, getting your SIN, bank account, the rest. One of the things I told you guys to get is Presto card. Let's say you just got your Presto card. Now, when you get this card, you can get it from Shoppers Drug Mart or any of these places. You pay. I misplaced my first Presto card. I just got this one. I got it for like $4, and then you can top it up for like 50. You can say, okay, let's add 50 on it, or let's add 25. That's one method I use because I wanted to know like the payments I will be making at different corners, and that way you're able to gauge. Sometimes there are people that probably your school is in downtown core, and then you're living maybe at the other side of GTA. You don't need to do like the monthly TTC because you're going to be using more than one of these transport systems. Understand that they are speculations. That's why I've been holding off this video. There are speculations. This video is correct as at this time, December 2023. There are speculations that we are going to be having a consolidated payment plan. But for now, if you leave TTC and enter YRT, go pay another money. If you enter Go Bus, you pay another. Do you get? But just using one Presto card within a certain period of 2 hours, you're able to use that card. Okay. First, let's start with that one. So now, back to the basics. You've gotten your Presto card, maybe top it up with small money, 20, 50, or whatever. If you want to go to a certain location, let's say I'm going I'm going to be using a simple destination. Let's say I'm in Seneca Markham campus going to the main campus, Union campus. So I'm going to also probably put like the a screen here for you to see how to search it up. So you go to Google Maps. Please, you know when you do IELTS and they say learn map, learn, IELTS listening. Some of these things have to do with map, northwest, northeast, and all those things. How to read map. It's important in this Canada because you need to know how to read map so that you will not get missing. Now you search on the map, you see, okay, going from one place to the other. One tip is, as you check it, you check the destination. Don't be at the car side, though. Be at the bus side, because unless you're driving, if you're in Nigeria and you want to start using, of course, maps and the rest, definitely if you're driving, you set it so that you're looking at the normal using car parts. But if you use bus, or our bus system is not such that Google has optimized to that level. Okay, so like I wrote here, for your Google Maps, you enter your destination, you check the time, check the distance. You can look at the distance. Some distances are straight. You check the number of buses. That's also another important thing. You might see, you can say, oh, we are using 2 buses, or you're using 1 bus, or we're using 3 buses, or 2 buses, 1 train. You check, because the icons are there. There's a bus icon, there's a train icon. Another thing you need to do is zoom in to check what side of the road you're supposed to stand, because if you're standing here and the bus is supposed to be there, you've missed the bus. So you can also zoom in to know if you see maybe Staples here and you see Tim Hortons there, and then on the map it's showing you that the bus is landing in front of Tim Hortons. You know that it's on the other side of the road, it's not on this side. You understand? So very important to check that. Another point you need to check is open the drop down and see the number of stops. So if you're going to be using any of these buses and they say, okay, 13 stops to your location, open it so that you can see the number of stops. For me, what I did when I came in, I will screenshot that page so that even if I turn off my data in the bus, or I decide anything happens to the phone, the battery is low or whatever, you can see when you're supposed to stop. You screenshot it. You go to the next one, you screenshot it. Because sometimes when you're in the bus, you've entered the bus already. If you leave that Google Map side and search the location again, it might confuse you and take you to another point. You understand? The last thing you want is confusion because you're new. Screenshot it and be sure of that point. Screenshot the accompanying bus. Screenshot all the directions you're supposed to take, such that even when it takes you to the next location, if Google wants to arrange a new thing, you know the bus you're supposed to wait for. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This point is key. This screenshotting point is key, especially when you're a newcomer. Okay, one thing you should note, of course, Google shows you the quickest route of to get there. You see the first one is usually the quickest, and the other ones are other options. Some of the differences might be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, some might be hours. So it's good to also check, familiarize yourself with the app even when you're not going out. Just be searching different locations and looking at how to move around. It will also help you. Okay, if you're living with somebody, you have a friend, you can maybe do a bus trip and see how this thing works. Okay, so now for the TTC, when you enter, remember the three I said, when the TTC now is that red one. As you're entering, you tap from the front. You see it near the driver, you see a Presto this thing, tap it. As you tap, you enter inside. Understand that as you enter the bus, don't stand near the door. Find a seat. If you don't see seat, just shall go inside. That's TTC etiquette. If you're coming down, you come down through the back door. But most times they have found out that some people want to enter through the back so they don't tap their card. So drivers, some drivers close the back and everybody has to exit through the front so that they are sure that everybody taps their card. So TTC, you will see the tapping spots inside the bus. YRT, there are 2 types of buses. The color bus is purple, blue, orange. Those ones you have to tap at the location. That bus stop, you see a Presto machine. If you tap at that bus stop there, understand that even if you tap at the bus stop and you enter TTC, it will just show you, free transfer because you just tapped less than 2 hours. Each tap gives you 2 hours wait. Period. Okay, each tap, if it's a Presto card, gives you 2 hours period. But understand where you are tapping your tapping, because if you change transport system, it can affect you. It's just the way their charges are. But like I said, they're looking at consolidating the charge. So for now, I really don't know. If they consolidate it, I'll do an updated video. So YRT buses, the York one, the smaller blue bus, you tap inside. But the longer you see Viva Purple, Viva Blue to Finch, Viva Purple to Cornell Bus Terminal, Viva Blue also goes to Bernard, Newmarket. There's also Viva Blue. Those are the buses that you know that you have to tap at the location. Why? Because you can see fare inspectors who, if they catch you, 180 for $3 trip. Okay, then the Go Bus is the one that has a different system. For Go Bus, you tap when you enter and you tap when you're coming down, because Go Bus gives an estimated figure. If you're stopping at Go Bus, because the journey for Go Bus is usually very long. So if you're going to be going from one point to the other that is very far, maybe you're going to the last bus stop, you pay last bus stop fee because that's where you tap out. But somebody that is just stopping at the first stop, when you tap out, it will just estimate just that short one for you. If you do smart and you refuse to tap out, it will charge you as if you went to the end. So it's good to always tap in and tap out so that it gives you your exact bill. It's very important. Okay, that's for Go. Go also has trains. There are Go trains. The trains don't have tapping inside. You have to tap at the train station, tap in, and when you disembark, look for a place to also tap out at that train station so that it will give you your estimated bill. Okay, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Now, if you have selected your location, you've confirmed the time, the next thing, of course, you expand the drop down to know where you're going to and all of that. Another thing I wrote here is you have to familiarize yourself with the areas. Okay, so if you have these screenshots and you've entered the bus, let's say you've entered the TTC now, you've tapped, you're sitting down, you've gotten a good spot, sit down, look at it. Maybe you have 12 stops, no wahala. You look left, you look right, familiarize yourself. You see, oh, this car park is here, oh, this thing is here, this thing is here. What it does to your subconscious is you're beginning to know your surroundings, you're beginning to know what is near what. Even things you're looking for, maybe you spot, you say, oh, a Walmart is here, oh, see this other thing, so I can literally come from my house 2 bus stops and I'll get this thing. At least you begin to know stops. Another thing, be observing your surroundings, how people are behaving. That's how I even knew how to use this is the button you press when you get to your bus stop, because you're seeing it. Some buses will be showing you each bus stop. Other buses, let me tell you another thing is, some buses inside the bus TV or screen, some of these streets are not written the same way they are written in Google. That's why you need the entire stop, the entire travel schedule, so that when you know that we have gone from this road to this road, if the name is different, it's still that road though. It's just that Google and the bus, maybe it doesn't tally. That way you don't miss your bus stop waiting for another thing, because they will jump that stop and go to the next stop. Guys, let me know your thoughts. Always very important for you to know your exact stop and know the bus stop before it and the bus stop after it, so that you're looking at the screen too. You understand? Very important. The another thing, know the button to press when you're inside the bus. If you're inside any of those Viva buses, you see a red button, that's your stop button. If you're inside the TTC, you see the yellow rope, just drag it down, that's a stop. Like it just shows stop requested for the driver to know that the next place is going to stop. Or you see the yellow band on the edge, if you press it in, it stop. Okay, very important. Just look around, you'll see it. It's not hard. When you're coming down, you don't need to tap for any of those buses unless it is a Go bus. Okay, let's say you've come down now and you really don't know, because from bus stop to your exact spot you don't know, but this is the spot that they told you. One of the best things that happened to my life is live view on Google. Like, go to Google, look for live view. Live view will tell you, raise your phone up, point to buildings, and it will now start showing you arrow. Walk here, pass here, you've arrived. Live view is the best. Guys, always utilize live view, because sometimes even when you're at the right spot, you might be at the right spot. If you check live view showing you to cross the road to the other point. You understand? Very important to use live view. It helps a lot. That way you know the exact place you're going to, because even in Seneca, where the bus will drop you, it's still Seneca, but there's another bus stop that is the main one in front of the Seneca. It depends on the one that you're going to. So some people, you might hear, okay, bus stop at Seneca spot. That's not the Seneca. You might hear the next one, but check with your live view and know the exact one that you're going to. All right, guys, another important thing, when you're crossing the road, look out for this kind of arrow sign. If you're going to one direction, make sure you press the button that points to that direction. Okay, so if you're going to the left, press the button, the arrow that points to the left, and watch out for the traffic signs. You're going to see when it's green,
showing the commuters can cross, that is when you cross. And please also check your left and right for blind spots so that you don't get run over by a car. There are several situations where impatient drivers have run students over, international students, so please also be patient. Do not jaywalk. Be at these units and make sure to look out for these signs so that you can cross the road properly, okay?
Another point is just be easy on yourself. Even if you get missing, you just learn along the way, okay? Very important. Now let's talk about using trains. If you ever see that you have to use a train in between using a bus, using the train is very easy. Carry your Presto card. It's still the same Presto card. The reason I said put 50 or put that amount is so that if you make all these journeys, you're able to now estimate how your waka is basically on a daily basis, or how you move. You can now gauge what you spend before you start doing monthly payments and all of that. So now when you go to the train station, if you're ever confused, you see that screenshot you did, you show the train person, sorry, I'm in Finch here. What train should I use to go to Union? Or I'm in Union. Which one is going to Finch? Is it line 1? Is it line 2? Don't be afraid to ask questions. Ask the people that are wearing uniform there. They will show you, okay, enter the one to Vaughan, or enter the one to Finch, or enter the one to this. That way you're entering the right train. Inside the train, you'll be seeing the stops. They'll be telling you the stops and all of that. It's actually like loud for you to know. But also you knowing if you're supposed to be on this other platform or this other platform is the first step to not getting missing. But if you do get missing, you drop at that spot and just walk to the next one and cross over, okay? That is for TTC. You tap, you see a point where people are passing through. You have to tap for the thing to open. Sorry, for Go Train, you come to the bus, you come to the train stop, you have to tap your Presto on the machines that are there, and then you wait for the train to come. Go Trains are easier to use. You just enter the train and it takes you. These trains typically stop very early, which is weird, but they are easy. Sometimes you can take it and go straight downtown. It's fine, it's nice. Go Trains are neater than TTCs. They are just cool, nice trains. Also know that there's no way to dodge it though. Sometimes some people dodge and say, oh, will not tap, but Go Trains also are typical for fair transporters to be inside, especially during rush hour, checking for who did not tap their Presto card. Okay, very important. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This is the basics. Understanding transport in GTA Toronto region, basics. This thing I just did is basics. If you have any question outside what I just said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. But understand, if you're going to be staying in the York region and schooling in the York region and everything is York region, you can do the wire routing monthly, but not hold off on doing anything monthly first until I think they said January 1st. They're bringing some changes. Also, another tip you need to know: if you come in, let's say 24th, and they say, oh, do monthly, the monthly is ending of that month to 30th, so 6 days you pay the same money. So most times it's best to do your monthly package on the first of that day so that you can enjoy it, because no matter the day you do your monthly, it ends at the end of the month. So that's also another tip for you to note. This winter buses are going to be delaying, so apart from this Google Map, there's also Transit. I think there's an app they call Transit. Some people are using different apps, but me, I still use Google Map. I don't use Apple, the Apple Map, like the one that comes with my phone. I don't use it that often. I'm just good with my Google Map. So that's just use the map that you're conversant with, the one that you know you can flow with. And if you have somebody, sometimes because you know that one tap will give you like 2 hours and you're less busy, if the weather permits, why not you tap and get to the very end of the bus stop, and you enter the next bus and get to the very end of the bus stop, and just explore the city. Okay, just have fun, explore, look around. You never know where it leads. You never know what you discover along the way. But please don't get missing the one that's coming back now. You don't know your way back. Also, make sure, since it's winter, to always carry your power bank. Always make sure your phones are charged. But if it's not, find the nearest steam hot in, try to plug it in, try to charge your phone, take a cup of coffee. See, I know that most times you come, you be like, please, I cannot. Coffee for how many $? This one for how many? There comes a time when you know that, see, we go hustle. No go break down. If you need a rest, try to rest, okay? Unlike summer period where you can take walks, although the sun can be very scorching, winter is here. And if at all you feel like, oh, the bus has left you, you have 1 hour wait, it doesn't kill if you can. That's why I did the video about newcomers. Please try and have Vex money, try and have Uber money. There's a way this weather will not be favorable. It's not good for you to just stand outside, especially when you're poorly dressed. Maybe you didn't check the weather well. Yes, last tip. Always, I always say this in every video, check the weather before you go out. Always. And before you disembark from the bus, stand up and look around so you do not drop your phone, your purse, your wallet, your card, even this your Presto card. Guard it safely. You understand? Guard your Presto card safely so that you don't end up buying. And if this card has money in it, if you ever misplace your Presto card, know that with the Presto app on your phone, which I'm sure you'd have downloaded, you can block the card immediately so that people don't go ahead using the card. So that's also another thing for you to note. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope this video was of help to you. If you have any other pointers on how to use transport system here in Canada, the basic tips, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Guys, if you see any comment that resonates more with you, give it a thumbs up so it comes up in the comment section and all of us can benefit. Thank you all so much for watching. I remember your girl Asi Darling. Please check out my other videos and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.